Okay guys, so what we're basically going to be doing today is starting off Archie's training. But first we have to get those sheep into a pen, so I'm going to take Storm and get them sheep into a pen. But what I thought would be a fun idea is letting Stacey try to handle Storm. So we're going to get Storm loaded up and then Stacey is going to try and herd those sheep into a pen for me. So guys, we just had our first introduction there. We had a bit of a false start and then we started managing to do a little bit. So I'm going to try and help Stacey and we're going to try and coach these sheep using Stacey controlling Storm round into the round pen round there, which we're going to use for training Archie in a little while. Right, we're going to start walking down with Storm. And you want to bring our CB.
Come by. Come by. Storm, come by. Come by. Come by.
You come with me.
Come by.
Here, Dalu. Dalu, here. Away.
Away. Storm, away. Away.
Come and walk up behind these sheep with her. Now start saying here.
Yeah. Storm, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Lie down.
Lie down.
Come on, walk on. We're going in the right direction. Bring her in, bring her in.
Come by.
No, bring her here. In.
Storm.
Call her.
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
There you go. No way.
Away. Storm, away.
No, come by. Come by. You can use your hands if you want.
Come by. Come by.
There you go. Right. Put her in a lie down.
Lie down.
Again. Keep going till she lies down.
Lie down.
There you go. Right, and now we need to catch up on the sheep. So if you just keep her lying down there for a minute till we catch up, and we're going to get to where the entrance of the pen is, and you're going to bring them down the other side of the fence from what they went up, and that'll shoot them into this pen and I'll run over and close it. And I'll keep trying to help. Go. Tell it to come by.
Come by.
Lie down.
Lie down.
Right.
Come
Call her
by.
here. If she doesn't listen, say here, come by.
Here, come by.
There you go.
Come by.
Lie down. Slow them right down. Tell her, lie down.
Away. Away.
There we go. Well done. Call her back to you. Lie down, hey! And there we go. The sheep are in the pen. Go over and give her some affection. Tell her she's a good girl. So there we go, that was Stacey's first attempt at herding. I think it actually went quite well. I don't know if she agrees or not, but for a first time attempt, I think that went pretty good. So, high five. So now I'm off to get Archie. And if you like this video guys, don't forget to hit the like button. I think we're about 800 odd followers at the moment, and we're trying to get to 1,000. So if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you want to tell us something, and there's merch available at flashfomo.com. Let's get into the Archie part of this video. And before we get into the footage of me training Archie with the round pen, I want to first explain briefly why we're using a round pen and how we're using it. So Archie's obedience training gets hindered by his hyperfixations. And I believe a lot of his hyperfixations come from a lack of an outlet for his drive. And sometimes with dogs that have pent up drive, the best thing to do is to let them run that drive out first and then start teaching them things, because they don't want to listen when they're in that hyper focused zone. You want to let them run out that pent up energy. And that's why we use the round pen, because the round pen allows the sheep to move around the inside of the pen freely with the dog on the outside of the pen, and that also creates a physical barrier between the dog and the sheep. And this is important because the dogs I normally train as puppies, they get to learn very young what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, and when they're learning that, they're just puppies. They can't really do much damage. Whereas Archie is a 3-year-old dog and is very capable of hurting the sheep when we're running out this energy. So using the round pen, it is a lot safer for both the sheep and the dog. And then once he starts to tire out, I'm going to take control and start training him. Basically the 3 commands at the moment we'll be training him is come by, away, and lie down. At this point, Archie begins to tire, and I decide to step into the ring and start to take control by putting him into a lie down. And at this point, with me inside the pen, I can walk around and control the direction of the sheep. And if I'm able to control the direction of the sheep, I can also control the direction of the dog. And this is how I'm going to build up those associations with the directions and the away and come by commands. And also at this point we're starting to reinforce some obedience. And we're also building up the association with obedience, with praise, and also building up the association that obedience is going to result in a continuation of herding, and ultimately that's what the dog wants, and that's a bigger reward than the praise. Ultimately, this lesson lasted about 15 minutes. 10 of those minutes were wearing the dog down to a point of training, and then another 5 minutes of training. And we can see in those 5 minutes, we've actually achieved quite a lot. And we'll continue to train like this for a further 2 weeks. And what we'll start to see is the wearing down part of these lessons will become shorter and shorter each time, and the learning part will become longer. And this because as the dog realises it's becoming a regular thing, it'll get less pent up drive and start being more obedient. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy. And I believe a lot of these high